Welcome back to the pod, guys. We've been on the topic projection for a minute, and then this is the pod where we wrap it all up. Now, we did establish that projection is a defense mechanism that we often use as a way of avoiding pain or shame. Human beings are typically pleasure-seeking, pain-avoiding animals, so projection is one of those defense mechanisms we employ. But there's a problem with that. Two problems, actually. The first is that when we project, we tend to focus on the flaws in others while overlooking our own faults and shortcomings. Projection creates a superiority complex that is as problematic as it is false. Now, the bigger issue with projection as a defense mechanism is that it doesn't address the real issues. As long as we continue to deny our unsavory aspects, our negative feelings, there is no mechanism that can help us tackle and overcome them. It is only when we accept that they are a part of us that we can begin to walk through them and eventually rid ourselves of them altogether. But as you see, the first step is usually the hardest because it involves inviting pain on ourselves, and we don't like pain. We're pleasure-seeking, pain-avoiding animals, right? But avoiding pain does not invalidate it. It doesn't make it disappear. The pain remains. It may be suppressed by these defense mechanisms that we employ, but it still comes back to haunt us. There's the feeling of unease, of unrest, that nibbles at us on a daily because we have unresolved inner issues, inner trauma that we need to address. So how do we move away from projection? I think first we need to realize that most of the time we project without even thinking about it. It's subconscious. So we have to be intentional about recognizing when and how we might be projecting onto others. Catching ourselves in the act is proof of our own self-awareness, because ultimately we are responsible for our own emotions, how we feel, and how it affects how we interact with others. So if you notice yourself blaming something on someone else or projecting your own thoughts or feelings onto others, take a step back and ask yourself, what am I not acknowledging about myself?